get you at the end, and that's why I'm so glad we can fit you in. And I want to make sure we talk about all of your, stuff that you're doing, because, well, maybe let's set this up with a clip first of all of your series.
Sure.
Sound for your clip. So why don't you talk about how you went to Haiti and you started this whole project of yours? Set it up for our audience.
Sure. So I recently got back to Haiti about 1 month ago, where I went traveling independently to film and see basically with my own eyes what a 22-year-old would see in Haiti. I stayed in Jacmel, Haiti with the Global Volunteer Network. They gave me a place to stay. And throughout my travels, I sort of documented my experience, helped with the Salvation Army. I did a lot of rubbling, which is basically sifting through rubble, helping people. We provided medicine to some orphanages, etc., and basically just tried to help the community and create and enforce sustainability.
Now, your hope is to kind of make a series that people in high school would watch to kind of get them motivated to travel and do volunteer work, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, I hope that high school to college level graduates would enjoy my show, being as I'm a younger guy myself, and I want to sort of showcase what young people can do if they put their mind and time to it, and give them a way that they can help out society.
And travel and see the world. I mean, that's...
Yeah, and travel and have fun, because that's great fun too.
Because you end up, seeing a lot of different cultures and getting a lot of different experiences. And then, do some of these volunteer trips, do you have to pay to do them, or some, can't you raise money to go on them too, right?
Yeah, you can raise money. There's different ways to raise money to go on them, but for these volunteer things, or as people are calling it, voluntourism, you actually can, it's a small fee. You get to go there, and when you're there, your stay and your food is all taken care of, and all the other things that go along with it. So you're actually not really paying much. It's more so for the fees while you're down there.
And then what else do you do? Like, how many hours a day do you work on, helping people or building something? And then do you get to have any fun at all recreationally?
You definitely get to have fun. I mean, it's sort of up to you how much you want to help out when you're there. I know that I helped out about 4 hours a day in the morning when I was, sifting through the rubble and helping clean up some of the earthquake sites in Haiti. But it's really up to you as an individual how much you contribute, and it's all based on your hard work.
Okay, so when you went to Haiti, did you bring this film crew with you?
I actually just brought one friend. His name's Nick Cahill, and we brought an HD digital SLR camera, and we recorded with that. So it was really just me and one other guy. And everything we saw is what we brought back to present to the viewer, and I sort of gave it a narrative story, which people really seem to like, and it's a good piece.
And then it's on your website, right? Isn't that Explore22.com? Or no.
Yeah, it's Explore22.com, and you can watch the first episode. It's 20 minutes long. And we hope to do another episode, which is the second episode, which will take place in Nepal.
Really? When is that trip?
That trip should be in about a month from now. We're hoping to raise... Each person I bring on my crew raises $2,000 for this orphanage at the base of Mount Everest. So just my crew alone, I'm bringing a crew of 3, so we'll raise $6,000 for this orphanage.
Do you have an agent or somebody who's promoting this, or did you just decide I'm going to make this website where I can put this 20-minute episode first? And do you have someone pitching this to maybe get it to be a TV show?
I mean, I would love to get it as a network series. I tried to independently pitch it myself to certain network channels. But everything so far has been independent. It's just been me and my friends, and we've promoted this thing. We've raised about a couple $1,000s just from our donations, which go directly to the community that I stayed in. So each place we go, the donations on our website go exactly to where, to the people that you saw in the episode, so people can really contribute in a personal manner. And yeah, it's just Explore22. It's all independent and all spread by people who care about what they're watching.
That's cool. That's so cool. Have you always been into philanthropy, like volunteering and stuff?
Strangely enough, I produce visual effects sequences and media projects back at our studio, but I had always wanted to volunteer and sort of help rainforest preservation, so this sort of came as a second nature. I wanted to just take my skills that I have, which are, my media skill, and apply it in a way that can help the world, and obviously me going to Haiti for 10 to 15 days isn't an overall help in the grand scheme of things, but if 100,000, 200,000 people see my film and get inspired, that's more than I could ever ask for.
Yeah, that's super cool. Where else would you like to
Thank
go
you.
help out?
I know that we were talking about doing some stuff in Thailand where it's a program that deals with the sex trafficking of women and children. And it's sort of like a rehabilitation center, and that's where, in Thailand, that's what we would be doing. I know there's also a IDP camp, which is a displaced persons camp in Kenya that we talked about going to. And also back to the wildlife preservation, there's actually a spot in New Zealand that the Global Volunteer Network has that you can volunteer and go help with wildlife preservation.
That's so cool. You know, I wonder how difficult it would be to like maybe sell some of these to high schools or something, or just when you have
Sort of like an educational packet?
Yeah, I mean, high school and even college, like in classes, you have such a captive audience, and you could really motivate people to do this.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And I think it's a shame that some of the content, you know, at least that I had to go through in high school, wasn't really the best or most, you know, or wasn't very interesting. And I think if you keep people interested and present it to them in a format and a medium that they're going to, you know, appreciate, they might really get into it.
Did your high school have Channel 1 News by any chance?
Channel 1 News. I don't know. Is that like a cable in the classroom type thing, or what is that?
Yeah, it was like 50% of the high schools in America have it, and I actually did like student reporting on it, but it's based out of LA. Yeah, and so it was like a 12-minute newscast. So in homeroom, we had to all watch it. We were required to watch it. So that's kind of where I'm thinking that this might fit in.
Yeah, very interesting. That would definitely be something to check out. That's an avenue that we've yet to go down, but you know. Obviously, finding the contacts for all that type of stuff is half the battle. So,
well, we'll help you promote it any way we can, and it's awesome what you're doing. And thanks for coming on. And I feel so horrible that you got a speeding ticket on the way to the strategy room.
That's okay that I got a speeding ticket. You know, I hope that I just hope that people get to see this and get a chance. And I really appreciate you having me on the strategy room.
All right. Well, Jordan Freda, Explore22.com is the website. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on, and have a good day.
Good to see you too.